folks, Dr. Nels here, coming to you live. Maybe not live, it's pre-recorded, but we're glad you're here. We're glad you're tuning in. We hope you enjoy this content. Today, we want to talk to you about not being so hard on yourself. And that can be hard to do when you're a go-getter, hard charger, hard driver, because you have a big motor, we have a big motor, and we have a lot to accomplish, want to get a lot done. And we can be hard on ourselves. And sometimes we're too hard on ourselves. And I was listening to Tony Robbins here a while back, and he made a statement that was very profound to me, and I will never forget it. And the statement is so many times we overestimate what we can do in 1 year, and we underestimate what we can do in a decade or decades. And when he said that, it really resonated with me. And part of the reason it resonated with me is because now at this point in my career, I've been doing this for 20-some years, and I'm trying to push 50 years old. And I can look back over time and be like, wow, look where we've came from. But in my younger years, I was impatient, and I'm still can be impatient some, but really impatient and living in the here and now and wanting to charge harder and do this and do more and whatnot. And then in that impatience, we can get frustrated. We can even act in a bad way that those around you begin to hurt. And it takes a while to understand what I'm saying, but what I'm saying is be patient. Rome wasn't built in a day, and patience oftentimes gets us into bigger trouble than we asked for, anticipated, or that we've ever experienced. And as I tell younger people that are go-getters, that really want to light the world on fire, which is wonderful because I was just like them, is be careful, you may get what you wish for. And what you wish for right now in the here and now, you probably aren't prepared to handle. You probably don't have the mental capacity and the wisdom and experience to handle what you're wishing for. And sometimes when that happens, it can be lethal for us. And when I say lethal, I'm not talking about lethal in the tangible form, but lethal in the intangible form of you can have a setback that can set you back decades. You can have experiences that cost you thousands and thousands of dollars and set you back for a long time. You can be stepped up in leadership in a situation and not ready to lead, and you can lose a lot of clout and ability within an organization because you fail in such a miserable way that you're not ready for. You don't have the mental capacity for. And that's okay. You have to keep growing yourself, studying things, doing things to gain more experience, because in a decade or two or three, those folks that have done that, they have experienced a lot of things. And I do believe we're all replaceable, but I do believe many folks that have experienced decades worth of life experiences in work and home and relationships, you don't replace that. I dealt with an organization that a gentleman got killed in a plane crash, and he had decades of experience, and it changed that organization because you don't replace that. You can replace the person, but you can't replace that wisdom. So don't be so hard on yourself. Have some patience. Understand the statement. We often overestimate what we can do in a year, and we underestimate what we can do in a decade or decades. Because focused intensity over time multiplied by God equals unstoppable momentum. But it's multiplied by time, and that's generally years, decades, not hours, not days, not months. It's multiplied by years and decades, and wild things happen. But focused intensity over time and the grind, and not stopping and keep going, having some patience equals wild, wild success. So don't be hard on yourself. Don't be so hard on yourself. And keep moving forward, keep grinding, stay focused, and keep at it. We're glad you're here. Thanks for tuning in. If you like this, subscribe here. We'll see you next week. Thanks, friends.